What's up, guys? Welcome to the basement. Today we're going to take a look at the long anticipated reprint of The Vault of Horror Volume 1 by Darkhorse Comics. Stay tuned. We have The Vault of Horror, the EC Archives, Volume 1, published by Darkhorse Comics. This is just a size comparison with a regular size trade paperback. So these are horror comics that were originally published by EC Comics in the early 1950s, like Tales from the Crypt and The Haunt of Fear, which are equally as awesome. Now Darkhorse has the rights to the publishing, and thankfully they have decided to reprint these in paperback format. They were originally published in these hardcovers that sold for twice as much, but I missed out on those back in the early 2000s. So this volume contains The Vault of Horror number 12 through to 17. The numbering order is all messed up when it comes to these EC horror titles, but these are the first Vault of Horror issues. We have an introduction by Grant Giesman and a foreword by R.L. Stine. There's a reason why these comics are still being reprinted today, and it's almost 70 years we're talking about, and that's because they're simply awesome stories accompanied by some really nice artwork. There's really nothing like them, even by today's horror standards. They are unique. The stories are so damn good. They're not cheesy 1950s comics. They are mature with interesting plots and twists that you usually don't see coming. A variety of the horror genre, including monsters, ghouls, vampires, voodoo, werewolves. A lot of werewolves in this volume, actually. Stories of jealousy, madness, mayhem, and murder, on par with EC's other horror titles. So each story is usually 5 to 7 pages, and included with the art there is usually quite a bit of dialogue. Normally I don't like reading comics this overburdened with dialogue, but these are the exception. Each story is packed with such detail, it feels very well balanced. I believe there are 30 to 35 different stories in this volume alone. Just to give you an idea of what these stories are about, we'll just go through a few quickly. This story here is titled Terror Train. It's about a woman who thinks her husband is out to kill her to claim some life insurance money. She boards this train to leave town. When aboard it, she is stuck with the horrors that dwell within it. An awesome ending twist with this one. Really enjoyed it. Another one here is called Island of Death. There's a plane that crash lands on a remote island. Turns out the person on board the plane survives and is rescued by a hunter that lives on the island. Turns out this hunter isn't into hunting animals, he's into hunting people. We'll go through one more now. This story I remember from a Tales from the Crypt episode from the TV series. I really enjoyed it. It's called Fitting Punishment. It's about this poor young kid that has to go live with his ill-tempered uncle, who is a coffin maker. The kid ends up working for his uncle when he accidentally messes up an order for a coffin, making it too small. The uncle ends up beating and disabling the kid because of his mistake. By the end of it, let's just say the coffin that's too small doesn't go to waste. So I'll leave it at that. You can find out the rest for yourself. These comics have been quoted as being some of the best stories ever written. Honestly, I would have to agree. There's really nothing that can measure up to these in terms of storylines anyway. It feels like I can reread these books over and over again. So do yourself a favor and go check these out before they're gone again. And they are going fast out of stock currently. I don't mean to push it on you, but they are. So until next time, guys, if you like what you see, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.